Hey guys, Budget Girl here, and welcome to all of my new subscribers that came over from some of my YouTube friends after the last collab video. I'm so excited to have you, and welcome back all of my returning subscribers. Today I am about to embark on a new adventure that may result in horrible and probably hilarious failure. I have adopted a small plot at the local Hammond community garden. So, gonna be trying that to grow my own food this year. I live in an apartment that doesn't have like land space around it. I don't have any kind of yard or any space where I can do that. So I'll have to drive into town and do my garden there. So, this is going to be my adventures with that, and maybe you guys can learn with me, or maybe you can watch me fail, or maybe you can offer me advice. I'd really like that last one. So, the first free tool I have found for community gardening or gardening in general is a thing called gardenersupplycompany.com. Not affiliated. This is just really cool. Let me show you. Alright, this is gardenersupplycompany.com. It's a website, and what you can do is just click over to a design your own thing right here and give it a second. Alright, and what you can do is, if you have a raised bed or are planning to do square foot gardening like I am to get the most out of the space, is you can design your own thing here. And look, it gives you a little grid, and you can make it however many feet wide you want and however long, and then it gives you all these plants, and you just say, I want to plant eggplant here and basil here and beets here, and it's really, really cool. And then it will give you a list of what you've chosen and give you like planting tips for when to plant and how far to plant down seeds and stuff like that. Now, most of my garden is going to be bought small plants like in the 6-packs at Lowe's, because it's too late to plant seeds now pretty much, and that's it. Now, I also used a companion planter. I'll show you guys my kitchen garden. This is mine, and it emails it to you. Isn't that cool? And I'm sorry that's not in focus, but I've got kale, spring mix, beans, spinach, carrots, beans, strawberries, basil, tomato, basil, peppers, tomato, peppers, hot peppers, basil, hot peppers, cherry, tomatoes, and cherry tomatoes. So that is what I will be planting in my little 3 by 8 foot garden plot, and I'll be buying probably all of those at like Home Depot and just planting them. Now I do, because for this entire half I'll need tomato stakes for them to grow. I have an interesting adventure I will tell you about very soon when this clicks over. But I did use a companion garden planter that I just found on Pinterest to figure out what is okay next to each other. This is not the same garden plan that I originally had. I had it like all mixed in, but like kale doesn't like tomatoes, and so you have to like rearrange and flop and flip and flop until you figure out what works best to each other. Strawberries like everything, so that's kind of my divider line between my greens and my maters. So wow, I'm in Jackson and just got rural country. Okay, just so you know my gardening experience, when I lived in Columbus, Mississippi, I did a small container garden. To some success. I definitely didn't grow enough food that it paid for the dirt and everything that I bought. And previous to that, I only have experience helping my sister-in-law grow stuff. This is her little garden right now. And she grows a lot of vegetables. Of course, this is still her winter garden. And I've helped her like repot stuff. We repotted all of that yesterday. And so it's not like I haven't ever touched a plant before, but I haven't ever done something on this scale. So for the first in a series of likely expensive mistakes, I decided to get some bamboo and fashion my own tomato cages instead of purchasing them, because I would need 9 tomato cages for my garden, and at their cheapest they're like $3 or $4. So my family has a friend who has a big old bamboo basically field, and she said I could come out and chop some down, and this is how I ended up cracking my windshield with bamboo. This is the bamboo. I went out to her field with these borrowed hedge clippers, and honestly I didn't know what bamboo looked like when, you know, before it was sheared, but it has all these like big branches. It's literally chopping down a tree. So I chopped down a bunch of trees and cut their little things off with the hedge clippers, and then to fit it into my car, I just kind of blunt cut it here, slammed the door, and I'm going to show you where I busted my windshield. Which isn't that big of a deal, as my windshield was already cracked. But look what I did. Can you see that? Okay, yeah. Can you see a nice big crack? Apparently when I slammed the door, it caused enough force to crack that there. Now there is already another crack on my windshield over there. I don't know if you can see it, but so it's, I don't know, it's drivable. It didn't bust all the way through, thank God. But I am about to take the bamboo out and try to crop it down just a little bit more while I have Vince's hedge clippers. I'm going to try not to cut my toe off. Anyway, you guys will see these probably next time when I have them probably really badly fashioned into tomato cages. We'll see how this works. I may end up spending like $40 on tomato cages anyway. Let's see if my background in Girl Scouts and knot tying does me any good at all. Alright, bye.